Hey, Steve Weiss Music, I'm Bill, and I'm here at the TAMA-Bergerault booth to show you some of the new and exciting things that we're showing off at the PASIC 2023 trade show. So I wanted to take a moment to walk you guys through some of the newer stuff that TAMA is doing in their Fieldstar marching line, as well as some of the accessories that we're making to support the marching activity. The first thing you'll see here is a 28-inch Fieldstar bass drum. The big thing that we're showing off on this bass drum is the new bass drum mallet holder that we have here. Very easy to take in and out. The whole thing is spring-loaded, so you can easily take it off, put a cover on, put it back on. And we also make it in the right size to fit with our hoop savers, our hoop guards here. So you can put it right in there, or if you really want to, you can mount it separate. That's usually more natural with a bigger bass drum, or if there's a better spot for them to hit rim shots. And then the next thing I wanted to just walk into is the Fieldstar Snares. So the Fieldstar Snares were recently redesigned to have some newer features than our previous line. One thing you'll notice immediately is this ring right around the top here. So this is a magnesium ring. It's a much lighter metal, it's very strong, but it cuts down the weight of our drums compared to aluminum. The whole drum itself is the lightest maple snare on the market right now. So one of the coolest things about the Fieldstar Snares is the snare system, the strainer system. These are removable mutes. They have a little knob on them to be able to adjust the tension. It's an alternative to taping the guts. And you can use one, two, or none. It's completely up to you. You can move them anywhere on here. The whole strainer system is very isolated from the rest of the snare. When you take it apart, you can pull this whole snare wire out to change the bottom head very easily. Keep all the tension here. You can tune the guts when it's off, and then put it all back together when you're done changing that snare. It's just a very convenient feature that TAMA does, and really makes the Fieldstar Snare something unique and special. So what we have here is the deep sextet set of Fieldstar Tanners. This is in a nice tangerine fade color. We also have a lot of different configurations, smaller sizes, shallow sizes, quad, quint, sextet, you name it. Attached to the fore drum over here is a TAMA MC8 hoop clamp. This hoop grip actually clamps to the hoop with a drum key, and is very easily adjustable for different sized hoops. You can clamp it on something like this, or a marching snare hoop, or something bigger. So it's a really nice accessory to get hi-hat, cowbell, other percussion accessories on tenors or snares. So here at the TAMA-Bergerault booth for 2023, we are really excited to introduce the Bergerault field frames. These are built with a lot of great features, and it's very useful and practical. The accessory rail here is a 1.5-inch square bar, so all the square clamps will fit right on it. You'll notice that it's a little higher up. It's positioned closer to the keys so that you can use a shorter boom arm and not have to use a really long boom arm to mount your cymbals and accessories. One really cool feature about this as well is that it has a telescoping accessory bar that can move further out or further in. It's a helpful thing if you have something that's a little too big, or something that just needs to be placed a little further, a little closer. So another really cool feature about these Bergerault frames is the height adjustment on them. So you'll notice that there's some holes here, which this pin goes in to tighten to hold it in place. This wing nut holds everything in place as well. But the really exciting thing is that these are gas tubes, and it's a hydraulic lift system, so you're not fighting with the weight of the instrument when you need to get it set to the height that you need. These lines and numbers on the side here make it really easy to make sure every side of the instrument is the same height to match what the player needs. So finally, the wheels on these instruments are really nice too. They're an 8-inch solid rubber wheel, and they're much more nimble than the 8-inch no flats that are a little harder to maneuver around. So it works very well both outdoor and indoor. People might not always think to look for Bergerault for marching percussion, but we think that these features really set us apart and are really exciting. So I hope you enjoyed checking out the TAMA-Bergerault booth with me today. And if you have any other questions or need anything, steveweissmusic.com or tama.com for more information.